Let's talk about the doubles that the Nets sent at Joel Embiid in Game 1. They mostly doubled off the wing, and I thought it worked really well. The bet was that Joel Embiid would not exploit 2-on-1 situations on the weak side of the ball. Now, the Sixers made all their threes, and that maybe dimmed the effectiveness in some people's eyes, but I thought just functionally the Nets did a good job doubling Joel. So first possession of the game was really emblematic of most of the doubles. Middle of the floor, here's the weak side 2-on-1. The ball pressure is good, and Joel Embiid just doesn't really see that opportunity to hit the weak side. Again, right here, he doesn't exploit this situation. Royce O'Neal has to guard the wing and the corner, but maybe because of the ball pressure, Embiid never really sees the corner. He just gets rid of it to the wing as fast as he can, and it lets Royce O'Neal close out. What the Nets did a really good job of, too, was having the opposite low man, in this case Cam Johnson, sprint across the court to then take away the baseline cutter or the corner shooter, whatever he was doing. So let me show you what I mean. Embiid gets that out of his hands. Royce O'Neal closes out. Cam Johnson's over there. He's ready to take the charge. Loved this possession in the second half. Cam Johnson now is guarding the wing and the corner. He's going to get to the wing and look at Joe Harris sprint from the opposite, guarding the dunker spot, the opposite dunker spot to the corner. Gets all the way there. Good contest. Guys are on a string. That's what you need against Embiid. Here, again, this one wasn't as great of a defensive possession, but man, Joel's got to see this corner. He just doesn't and lets Dorian Finney-Smith recover. Kind of tries to manipulate him, but that's just not really a strong possession, and everyone recovers for the Nets. What the Nets kind of struggled with sometimes was not really the initial double or even the first or second rotations, but the Sixers scored when Brooklyn couldn't really finish a possession defensively. Now, let me show you what I mean. Weak side 2-on-1. Joel doesn't see the cutter on the baseline. Seth closes out. Dinwiddie, opposite low man, recovers. All good. But Royce O'Neal, instead of rotating to one of these two guys, as he should, gets caught in no man's land after doubling. Now Mikal Bridges is caught in no man's land, and he has to guard two guys. That leads to a semi-open three, and of course, the Sixers convert it. So just finishing off these possessions, capping off strong double teams, the Nets struggled with that a bit on Saturday. Here is a poor Dinwiddie closeout after everything goes according to plan. Less than 5 seconds on the shot clock. Jumps Pop-Tart at Georges Niang's pump fake, and it's a three. Just got to stay on your feet, make him make a tougher shot right there. Tough way to lose a possession. One thing I expect the Sixers to do going forward, if they keep seeing these doubles off the wing, is improve the spacing. They tried some things as the game went on, but, this just really isn't too solid. This pin-in screen isn't doing anything a mile away from the ball when he's getting pressured. Makes the easy pass, but that possession was just going nowhere. Embiid, I think, is also going to get better and not learn to manipulate the defense, but do it more consistently in the series. Here, he flashed, I think, something scary for the Nets. Pass fake to the corner, throws off Dinwiddie, gets it to the wing. Now, Dinwiddie is unsure of who to go to, or he's late getting to the wing, which means Cam Johnson, guarding the opposite dunker spot, doesn't get to the second pass. So I'll play it in real time, and you'll see how this one pass fake kind of manipulation just throws everything off. Cam Johnson's just a little too late. Embiid's also going to get better, I think, at reposting and just going when he gets the ball. So either giving it up, getting it back, hence the reposting, or on the initial catch or the repost, just not waiting for the double team. So double team comes, gets rid of it, now gets it back and goes. The Nets were really good at dealing with this, honestly, on Saturday, and I'll show you why, but I think the more Embiid does this, the harder it's going to be to guard. Now, that being said, I just have to give a shout out to the guys who were doubling from far away. This one's Claxton. He's meeting Embiid on the drive, but he still gets there and forces him into a tough shot. Shout out to Dorian Finney-Smith, not letting Embiid get around the double team, but eventually pushing back Embiid into the middle of the floor, into two guys. Now Dorian and Clax are going to do it again. Here's Embiid going quickly, attacking baseline, but Dorian coming from all the way across the court to get there and pull off a good double team. One more time, he's doubling deep from the opposite wing. Gets all the way there. Claxton gets him to spin back. Good team defense. People had some problems with the Nets double teams. I get it. It was a lot. A lot of it was over the top at times, scrambling to put two guys on him from 25 feet away. The Sixers hit like all their threes. That obviously makes the double teams look worse. And no, I don't expect Brooklyn to keep doubling exactly like this off the wing. You can never show a great player the same thing too many times, but in terms of game one, I really think they did do a good job. I think it worked. I think they contained Embiid to the best of their ability, and I wouldn't be surprised if you see some of these principles continue to pop up for Brooklyn defensively in this series.